Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Hounds. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, which is $3 a month for this and other games. So, on the last Let's Play, we came to the hen, where they're having their nice little old shindig, and Clarice is being all nice and tidy and dressed up. You know, William. And we talked with Lou, and he might have an idea of what's going to happen next, because, you know, he knows about algorithms and marketing and da-da-da-da-da-da, and he's hypothesizing where Camus might show up next, which would be the bonds through bondage thing, because, you know, he likes getting rare materials and then turn them into other stuff and then being like, hey, people, look at my stuff. So, yeah. But all of a sudden, Clarice has a new bartender, which, as it says right here, the door opens and the whole world stops as they all turn to see who's standing in the doorway. My bet is going to be Camus. Hopefully not the butterfly guy, because then everyone's going to get their stomachs pumped. Even more so, and, you know, not through, like, alcohol poisoning. But anyways, reset our face. A bit more. And see who it is. Well, I was wrong. I mean, it would be a bit too convenient if it was Camus. But, this guy looks hella scary. It's a mandrill, about as tall as I am. His frame casts an ominous shadow into the interior. I see you're all enjoying yourselves. His gruff voice and commanding presence are inescapable. His eyes run over the crowd. Ain't you? The fur on the back of my neck bristles as he takes a few slow, menacing steps into the bar. You could cut the tension in the air with a knife. He takes a deep breath, baring his huge canines. A lot of people in here today. I'm not sure how I'd read the tone of his voice here. Like menacing, but maybe he's just like, yeah, this is just how I talk, whatever. You guys want some drinks, buddy? Several of the patrons stagger to get out of his way. One of them lets out a startled yelp as he brushes past them. The rest hold their breath, trying desperately to go unnoticed. His eyes meet mine. I swallow. Ooh, shit, I wasn't counting on this. Yeah, that expression there just kind of... He looks menacing, but he's probably just like, yeah, I'm just a guy that looks kind of menacing, but I'm pretty good with drinks. Well, if it ain't you, nice running into you here. He walks up to me in long strides. I can feel Raoul's tension rising again. Who's this guy? I could ask you the same thing. Maybe I'll talk like this. I don't know. Sometimes it's easier to do visual novels with voices or something. He stops in front of me. Eyes flick between me, Raoul, and Milo. Don't tell me you dated this guy. Let's see. You dated the whale. Banged him. You had eyes on the guy with the 6 arms. It's darn nice to meet. My son's making new buddies. To see my son's making new buddies. Ah, okay. Adopted son? Or is this one of those universes where he, where, like, genes just kind of mix in an interesting way. Sorry if I frightened you. Tend to have that effect on folks, for some reason or another. He laughs as hard as he always does. A lifetime of this, and he still doesn't know how to make a good first impression. Name's Bernard de Rooij. De Rooij? I guess that's why the they don't have that picture in the beginning, because let's just do a quick little safety save. Boop. Yeah, we'll do that later. Remind myself to do that. Raoul looks at me, because when I looked at, you know, the Darouge father, or Darouge something, it's like, it gives you no picture. Then, at the manjo in front of us, who laughs? What, family resemblance didn't give it away? He swings one of his arms around me and gives me a noogie. Hey, stop. I'm not a kid anymore. I push him away. Bet you always be my boy. Rahel looks on, confused, as Lou waves Dad over. Bernard. Lou. He hugs him as the rest of the bar resumes partying, the threat having subsided. How are you doing, kiddo? Pretty good, all things considered. How's the kids? They've been behaving? Won't stop talking about you since you showed them the fire trick. Ha! I was right happy to. Tell them they can bring their friends next time. I'll even tell the boys to let them sound the old siren. He proceeds to make siren noises. He always has to include the siren noises. What are you doing here, Dad? Heard there was a party and that you was gonna be there, so I came a-running. Why? Ain't a man allowed to come and support his son? Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to read. I was so interested, I was like, I can't stop there tonight. I haven't brought my rainbow pins. Look. Oh, you are. Just wasn't really expecting it. This really isn't exactly your scene. Ha. You look like a deer in the headlights, son. I'll be helping old Willie out a bit today. Just have some fun with your friends and pretend I ain't here. That's gonna be damn near impossible. I'm pleased as punch to have you, sir. Clarine, you're even prettier than the last time I laid eyes on you. Oh, you old hound. William giggles. At least, I think it's supposed to be a giggle. It's more like a shriek, so shrill. It's a miracle our glasses aren't shattering. Ever since I came out as gay, and William offered to talk to my dad to help explain what I was going through, those two they've been two peas in a pod. It's funny thinking back now. I was scared, confused, worried about what he'd say, how he'd feel. But when Willie and him finished talking, he just hugged me the tightest he'd done since he and Mom adopted me. Okay. As weird as he gets sometimes, I've always looked up to him. He ran the Shippersburg Fire Brigade on his own for a couple of decades, as he often likes to say. He ain't bragging in the least either. He was the kind of guy who would go in and carry people out of burning buildings. The kind of guy who knew everyone. The kind of guy who'd stick his neck out for complete strangers, even if he got nothing in return. The kind of guy I wasn't. Who are your friends, Alex? Dad's face is close to mine. Not every day I see you hanging out with boys in spiffy clothes. They ain't loan sharks, are they? Or is this one of them, huh? Sugar daddy situations? Dad. I don't often see a dating two at once. Dad, stop. Though, there was that one time. Dad, no. I knew this was gonna happen. These are friends from work. My boss is at this new place I'm working at, actually. Well, I assumed. Yes, you assumed. Ahem. Nice to meet you folks. Any friend of my boys is a friend of mine. You extend the hand in between them. Milo's the first one to shake it. Milo Drozdov. The two of them are locked in their handshake for a few moments. The Those eyes again. They both narrow their eyes. There's a glint in Milo's that I haven't seen before training. That I've seen before during training. It looks like they're both straining a bit. Are they having a contest? Finally, they let go. A big grin spreading across Dad's face. Oof, that's some grip you got. You must have lifted some serious weights in your day. If only you knew. I take pride in body. It's obvious you do as well. I've been better, but I don't plan on losing to any pipsqueak in here. Firefighter's honor. Next up is Raoul, who is still trembling a little from my dad's entrance. I don't blame him in the least. I'm Raymond. Dad shakes Raoul's hand as well, far more gently. I'm thankful he read the air. Nice to meet you, Raymond. It's good if I call you Ray. I think I'll call you Ray. Good. I like your sense of style, Ray. Dad, no. You make a lot of money? Dad! I bury my face in my paws. Calm down, Alex. Just having a friendly little chat. I know, this isn't just a friendly little chat. Many of my past boyfriends would agree. How many boyfriends? I'm glad you hired my boy after what happened with Farge. He's a hard worker. I'm sure anyone here will tell you that. Anyways, stands right back up after he takes a tumble. Oh, I agree. He's a big help to us, right, Milo? Milo's turned to twirling his little umbrella. A second passes before he notices he's been asked a question, and he tucks it into his breast pocket. He is making progress, yes. Apple did not land too far from 3, it seems. Maybe it's a drink talking, but I can't tell whether that's a compliment or a jab. Probably a bit of both. Good to hear. Bernard, can you put on an apron and fix these lovely little ladies some delicious drinks? I'll be right there. He grins at us. Duty calls. It's nice meeting you, Mr. Rooij. Shucks, pleasure's all mine. Oh, and Alex. Be sure to call your mom from time to time, okay? She keeps asking me about you, and I ain't your secretary. I sigh. Will do, Dad. Any reason you don't want to talk with her? I keep meaning to, but I just forget, okay? I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. What do I even tell her? How are you doing, for starters, or about your new job? She'd freak. Think about it, kiddo. Now, if you don't mind, your old man's gonna earn his keep. Say hi to Max for me. Max. Oh, is he the, guy that can't cook? And he's off. Take a deep breath. He seems like a nice man. A little intense, maybe. Intensely embarrassing. You know he means well, Al. He's just a bit much sometimes. If I might ask, who's this Max he asked you to say hi to? Oh, just my roommate. He's Mom's former model, and... Hold on. I realized something. Of course, Max. Oh, right, the guy with the tickets to, like, some kind of thingamajigger. I know how we're going to get into that fashion show. Do you now? Yeah. Then we have no time to lose. Let's best be off. But the fruity drink is still half full. There'll be plenty of time for fruity drinks once we catch that chameleon, my feathered friend. I say we join spot. Onwards. I love this type of music. Welcome to my humble abode. Just take off your shoes, okay? I vacuumed the other day. Didn't think I'd ever have Raoul and Milo over, but there's a first time for everything. I sighed to lead him to my room first. So this is where you live. Interesting. Hopefully the bed isn't too messy, since we had multiple rounds with a whale. Potential catchphrases. Sorry, it's so batshit. No, I didn't mean it like that. He fidgets, looking at the shelves. It's not all that impressive, but I do have a lot of my comics and games on display. I didn't take you for a collector, Alex. Nothing special, just picked up a few things here and there. The wildest thing I have is one of those model kits. Look. I point to the little dinosaur on my shelf. Decent? God, that one took me so many all-nighters to put together. I think I went through 3 balls of glue. Had sticky fingers for a week. I always wanted to try one of those. The man who built a soap robot has never put a model together before? Soup robot. I was like, soap robot? What is that? Surprisingly, no. I invent things for a living, but rarely for personal pleasure. But soup robot's his personal pleasure. You'll have to show me sometime. I'll hate to disrupt team bonding, but what's his purpose of visit? You mentioned gaining entry to fashion show. My roommate's mom used to be a fashion model. Roommate's mom? Okay. So his family gets invitations to these huge events all the time. I'm pretty sure Max's mom and her long list of connections are the only things keeping our landlord from kicking him out. Oh, because of fires and stuff? We can enter the show without causing a scene. Excellent idea. I feel like he could probably scrounge some tickets together, or at least the money for it. Just say, if he can have the money and/or leverage or whatever to create like a shoot system to like most of the city, I think he can get tickets. What makes you think he will be cooperative? He was gonna give him to me this morning, but I didn't think they'd be useful for anything yet. I bet he's already sold them. You guys wait here. I'll be right back. I head into the living room. Surprisingly, Max is sitting on the computer today, though I still hear anime coming from the speakers. He still was in the chair around when he sees my approach. Or me approach. Dude, you're home early? Just for a bit. I had something I want to ask you. You couldn't just text me, you know? Not with how flaky this guy can be. I was just wondering if I could still have those tickets to the fashion show. Okay, when place bets they're already sold? Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Knew you'd come around. Okay, I lost my money. I think it'd be good for you. You know, dude, you don't really have the best fashion sense. What's wrong with my clothes? You rock that hoodie and sweatpants combo every day. I have other clothes. Other hoodies and other sweatpants. Shit, he's kinda right. Anyway, the tickets are on the table. They're all yours. Thanks a lot, man. I'll get you some nectar when I can. That'd be awesome. Oh, I know you weren't hungry this morning, but I thought you might want some apple pie later, so I put some in the fridge. You mean the one made with, like, bananas or something? Also, I don't think I could ever really wear sweatpants, well, unless I left in a colder climate and that's a home thing. You know? How would you wear sweatpants going out? Because it could get wet. And you could just get hot. Yeah. You didn't use tomatoes this time, right? Oh, no, no tomatoes this time. I used a recipe off the internet. Max? Following a recipe? I'm impressed. It's Grandma's ramen apple pie. And that's my cue to leave. I think I'm good. Thanks. Gotta go. See yourself. More for me. But you can't even... You know what? Never mind. But he's a Don't butterflies eat? Or is it that they can only drink? I head back to my bedroom, tickets in hand. I just hope Milo and Raoul haven't seen anything unfortunate yet. I haven't exactly had time to clean. Thankfully, they don't seem too interested in prying. Though Milo seems to be looking rather intensely at my retro station. You a gamer, Milo? Not in recent decades. But I remember this one from youth. Ah, that takes me back. I used to love it when I was in high school. Maybe we can play sometime, once we're not on a mission. Speaking of, got the tickets. Excellent. The only thing left to do is to return to base and prepare. We are likely to see combat. Doubtful Camus will give up the rest easily. Won't we stand out of the crowd in our uniform? Not entirely true. He brings up a holographic screen. Notice theme of fashion show? The tighter, the better. Restraints, cuffs, leather, and harnesses form a basis of legendary after-dark fashion show inspired by the wondrous world of bondage. That describes our gear pretty accurately, even if it was made that way unintentionally. Good. That means we'll have all of our equipment at our disposal, should any trouble arise. Did he even hear the word bondage? I would join you for this mission. Would be useful to have eyes on ground. How are you gonna blend in? I don't think the butler suit is gonna cut it. And we only have 2 tickets. You underestimate me, does count. I will find a suitable costume and gain entry for occasion. Do not worry. This I gotta see. We heading back to the car then? There's a way faster way to return to base from here. I'm sure you know. Please don't tell me you mean the slide. That's exactly what I mean. It's fast, efficient, fun. It's sufficient for making me lose my lunch. I will make separate arrangements on my end. I will see you at the venue. So is the car going to drive itself back? Oh, I guess he's going to drive the car back. He's barely out of the room, and Earl has already taken a tiny remote control out of his pocket and aimed it at my bed. Zero impulse control. He watches the bed sink into the floor like a kid on Christmas morning. So, that's what it looks like. You're going first. Don't mind if I do. He takes a running jump down the hole. I hear him whoop and holler all the way down before I decide to join him myself. That's the thing, like, this is an entirely new scene in and of itself, and I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I guess I'll be a bit of a joke and call it a bit early, you know? Because, you know, this entirely new scene and all that. I guess that does give us a hot minute to check if that thing changed on the main menu. Extras. Profiles. Okay, I guess it doesn't update, but yeah, if you were to look up here, it's just question mark, question mark, question mark, no picture. Was I gonna look up somebody else? What's gallery? Oh, it's these things here. Good thing there's nothing hentai. I mean, this game is 18 plus, but it doesn't have but there isn't a penis. Or people hard going on sex. Unless it's that one point in the early part of issue 3 where you're seeing his chest slowly going up and down. You know? But yeah, I'll be a bit of a joik and call it a bit early. Oh yeah, and this is Camus. Definitely looks like a home buddy there. Whatever his clothes of this. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Me, I prefer red and black. Bondage. Ooh woo. But on with his face covered, it is weird to think that, except for maybe here, he's just mostly naked. In bondage gear. Because it do be like that. Sometimes. Sometimes? I don't know. Anyways, end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, guys. Like comments, don't you like, dislike, tips, and otherwise. I guess the tips would be click the enter button to move forward. So, spay and neuter animals, like, subscribe, and check out other videos if you want to help my YouTube grow. And until next time. But before you say next time, if you want to play this game, $3 a month on Patreon or free on itch.io, whichever you choose to choose. And until next time, me, the GamerWolfSix of Glory Hounds, a game where sometimes I hop off early because it's an entirely new scene and we're kind of near that 25-minute mark. I do it between 25 and 35 depending on new scenes, like going to the actual events in the new scene, you know? Is there anything else I'd want to show off? Just have a couple more minutes? Nah, I think we're good. Anyways, thanks and see ya.